Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. Starting off with business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Caesars Entertainment announces plans to transform Bally's Las Vegas into the legendary casino brand Horseshoe. Review Journal's James Schaefer has the details on this multi-million-dollar renovation that'll also affect the World Series of Poker.
Bally's Las Vegas is getting a name change to become Horseshoe Las Vegas. In 1951, the Horseshoe brand came to Las Vegas in the form of the Horseshoe Club, which was the brainchild of famed gambling magnate and horse trader Benny Binion. The property was host to the very first World Series of Poker back in 1970, a corral to the wily and the disciplined. 70 years later, Binion's Horseshoe is now Binion's Gambling Hall and Hotel, with the property and brand now owned by Caesars Entertainment, the same company that owns Bally's Las Vegas. That's why it seems Caesars is taking the opportunity of a name change to mark the return of the World Series of Poker to the Las Vegas Strip with the help of a legendary brand and a renovation.
It's one of the most iconic brands in Las Vegas' history.
Review Journal's Colton Lockhead has more on that makeover.
As for what to expect, Caesars says they plan to renovate the exterior of the casino, bring in new food and beverage options, as well as roll out a brand new, reimagined casino floor.
For the Las Vegas Review Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
In other top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. An update on Raiders rookie cornerback Nate Hobbs' DUI arrest, which is no longer a DUI case. The blood alcohol test is in, and Nate Hobbs has reportedly pleaded guilty to a lesser charge. Review Journal's Cassie Soto has more from the Clark County DA.
Raiders cornerback Nate Hobbs has pleaded guilty to one count of careless driving, the Clark County District Attorney's Office announced on Wednesday. On January 3rd, Hobbs was arrested on suspicion of DUI after he was found asleep behind the wheel in the parking garage of the Cromwell Hotel. As part of the agreement, the 22-year-old will pay a $685 fine and serve 20 hours of community service. For more on this developing story, go to lvrj.com.
In lifestyle, living up to its name of the wedding capital, a new website makes it even easier to get married in Las Vegas. Clark County's new mobile-friendly site offers quicker services from the Office of the County Clerk, such as marriage license applications and getting proof of marriage, marriage license statistics, and data. In health, speaking of weddings, a couple isn't letting COVID get in the way of their vows. The long-lost lovers tied the knot for the second time at Mountain View Hospital's ICU. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour has more on their touching love story. Renee?
Jen, 74-year-old Eddie Dubbins and 75-year-old Patricia Hartman got married in the 1970s, but their nuptials only lasted a year. They each married other people and had families, but ultimately reconnected. In 2017, they bought a house together in Las Vegas, but never planned to get remarried until now.
By the power invested in me by the state of Nevada, I now pronounce you married. You are now married.
But with this happiness comes struggle. In October, after he was told that his cancer was in remission, it came back. The diagnosis was followed by bacterial pneumonia and COVID, landing him in the ICU at Mountain View. Hartman hasn't been able to visit him, but he texted her on Monday and asked for her to marry him. Hospital staff got together to make the wedding possible. Hartman had to leave the room right after the ceremony, but she says the proposal gave her hope that her now husband will pull through. Jen?
Meanwhile, 2 Las Vegas hospitals are no longer treating COVID patients with monoclonal antibodies. Federal guidance says treatments from Regeneron and Eli Lilly are less effective against Omicron, and a different therapy from GlaxoSmithKline is more effective against the variant.
The problem is it is in very short supply. One hospital said it got its very first allocation of the therapy last week, and it already is out.
A health official says Nevada received 306 doses from the GlaxoSmithKline therapy last week from the federal government. In weather, get ready for a chilly night. Temps already in the 40s, set to dip into the 30s overnight. After a break from the winds today, on Thursday, they're back. We're looking at a high of 64 and low of 36 degrees, with wind speeds of around 16 miles per hour. On Friday, a few clouds roll in. By Sunday, we're back to sunny skies. Then on Tuesday, a cold front is set to move into the Las Vegas Valley.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $100 when you sign up. The Las Vegas ballpark has transitioned from a baseball diamond to a football field just in time to host numerous events for the 2022 NFL Pro Bowl. While the game will be played at Allegiant Stadium on Sunday, February 6th, fans will have the chance to see their favorite NFL players up close at Las Vegas ballpark. Things kick off on Wednesday, February 2nd at 10:30 a.m., where the Pro Bowl Skills Showdown is slated to occur. Fans can also watch both the AFC and NFC squads practice for the Pro Bowl game on February 3rd through the 5th, also at Las Vegas ballpark. For more information on the events, go to lvrj.com. Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Sportsbooks have started to post prop bets for Sunday's NFL conference title games. Among the most popular props is betting on who will score the first touchdown in each game. The Westgate Superbook has Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and Bengals running back Joe Mixon as the 7-1 co-favorites in the AFC title game. In the NFC title game, Rams receiver Cooper Kupp is the favorite at plus 550.
And entertainment sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Do they really have what it takes to be the next Magic Mike? Review Journal's John Katsamidas has more on the journey of two men who came out on top on HBO's Finding Magic Mike.
Johnny Dutch was once a top track athlete out of North Carolina. Nate Bryan was once a top baseball prospect out of Indiana. What do they have in common in Las Vegas? They're both now in the Magic Mike live adult review at the Sahara. These are the two who survived the reality competition series Finding Magic Mike on HBO Max. They are going to be in the show until May 29th, and who knows, executives over there at the Sahara are saying we might do this all again next season.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the Review Journal's YouTube channel for more great content. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.